What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C4 here today, continuing with the preview for the Madden 16 rosters. As always, if this video hits 30 likes, we'll release the next video soonish. 50 likes, next one up immediately. Today, we're looking on the Denver Broncos, who had another disappointing playoff campaign, but they'll be looking, during Peyton Manning's final run here in the NFL to try to get a ring there. So, looking at the top 5 players right off the board, we got Von Miller, 97 overall, DeMaryius Thomas, 96 overall, Peyton Manning, 92 overall, Aqib Talib, 90, and Chris Harris Jr., 90, and Emmanuel Sanders, 90, rounding out all the 90s. Again, there's always going to be one of the most highly rated teams in all of Madden. Now, looking at the quarterback, obviously, Peyton Manning's on a 99. Peyton Manning had his first big noticeable drop last year in stats, which is still saying 92. He still had 39 touchdowns, 4,700 yards, but 15 interceptions. The turnover rate is pretty, unnatural for him. He's always the kind of guy you think to be around 10 or even a single digit. He did have some injury concerns at the end, and losing Orlando Franklin, losing some big pieces on that offensive line. Going to be interesting to see if they're going to be able to get the protection that he needs. Obviously, they're going to need to rely on the run game a little bit more, but still, Peyton Manning at 38. Still 92 overall. I believe he's still probably top 5 quarterbacks in this game, which he deserves to be. Peyton Manning's still a baller. Now looking at running back, we give it to 80. C.J. Anderson at 87. C.J. Anderson, this guy was unreal. Only started 7 games last year at 850 yards, 8 total touchdowns, as well as 320 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. I have him on my fantasy team for this upcoming year. I'm fucking stoked. I think that, Ronnie Hillman and Monte Ball have been, they're solid running backs, as you can see there, but C.J. Anderson actually took the bull by the horn when injuries struck the rest of the backfield. And I think this guy is one hell of a player and the kind of guy that Peyton Manning needs to try to, don't all put it on his shoulder and make him have to make throws. If they can rely on the run game and then have Peyton Manning be more of a compliment, that is fucking awesome. Fullback, they got James Casey coming over from my Philadelphia Eagles, 77, very dynamic player, couldn't find a spot, any minutes on Philly. Then we got DeMaryius Thomas, 96 overall, what can you say, one of the elite wide receivers in the NFL last year, had 111 receptions, 1,600 yards, and 11 touchdowns, an absolute mismatch nightmare on the outside, and that fucking bubble screen, they do that screen to DeMaryius Thomas all the time, it works every goddamn time. They could be like a 10-year-old playing Madden online, just doing the same goddamn plays every time, and it works. And then Emmanuel Sanders went off after coming over from the Pittsburgh Steelers, had 101 receptions, 1,400 yards, 9 touchdowns, really filling in that Eric Decker role. Even Wes Welke, he's pretty much inherited 2 different roles on that offense. So, this is as good a receiving threat as you could see. Andre Caldwell, 74, rookie Cody Latimer, 72. Tight end's going to be a big concern. Obviously, they're going to lose, the guaranteed at least 10 touchdowns that they got with Julius Thomas the last 2 years. But Virgil Green is here at 81. I'm telling you, his receiving stats aren't as good, but he's a phenomenal blocking tight end, which is why his overall was rated so high. Really similar to Brent Selleck in Philadelphia, can contribute through the air and has some solid hands, but really underrated as a pass blocker. And then they also brought Owen Daniels in. I don't know where he was last year, Baltimore, I think, but he predominantly was a big-time player in Houston, so he is another receiving threat for Peyton Manning. Left tackle, Ryan Clady, one of the best left tackles in the NFL, 88 overall. Shelley Smith, here's where you're going to start seeing some offensive line issues, 73 overall. Gino Gradkowski, 68 overall, could be a little bit higher, but I'm not seeing it, guys. Right guard, Luis Vasquez, proven, really solid right guard, 88 overall. And Chris Clark is, a journeyman of a right tackle, 78. So and then obviously you got Sambrailo, the rookie. I believe they took him in the 2nd round. But there's still definitely a fuck ton of concerns here on the line. It even regards to getting the run game going, let alone protecting Peyton Manning, which is an absolute must. They got to be able to make and create holes for C.J. Anderson. Now looking on the defensive side of the ball, you got Derrick Wolf here, whose girlfriend was in a porn that I saw. She's fucking hot. 78 overall, struggles to get on the stat sheet a lot. I think he only had a sack and a half last year, but he's more of a disruptor type guy and more effective in the run game. Right end, you got Malik Jackson, 3 sacks last season and limited playing time. He's a whole lot of upside there, especially young. Defensive tackle, they get Antonio Smith, who I believe is coming from Houston or Oakland, one of the two. Very solid 3-4 guy. Nose tackle, got to pretty much, kind of undersized for a nose tackle, the more I look at it. Trying to replace Terrence Knighton that's gone. But Sylvester Williams, I think, has a whole lot of upside. And, definitely will be the guy that'd be groomed to be their future nose tackle. Left outside linebacker, Von Miller, baby, 14 sacks. Even though, he does like the juice. He does love his daily intake of OJ and vitamin C. Still one of the premier pass rushers in this game. And has really improved us in stopping the run. So 97, very fair, as he is one of the elite outside linebackers in the NFL. Middle linebacker, we get Brandon Marshall in 87. Last year went off. I think he had probably close to 120 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 interception. Being the other Brandon Marshall, not the former wide receiver one. 87 is very fair. I think he's really, really underrated. And I really like Danny Trevathan as well, even though he did that fucking drop the ball right before he crosses the end zone to get the touchdown. Still a very, very solid tackler, 81-2. Good middle linebacker combination here. Right outside linebacker, obviously the ageless wonder, DeMaryius Ware. Started to, I think he had 10 sacks last year. Now he used to be somewhat effective in the run game, but now he's just shown his age that he's a pure pass rushing specialist, which is fair enough. I mean, what can you say? 10 sacks at 30s, getting into his 30s. So 88's could be in the 90, but I was like, fuck, I'm giving 88. Then you got Shane Ray, the first round pick, 76 overall. Obviously, I believe Shane Ray is slightly overrated. And much like DeMaryius Ware is purely going to be a pass rusher, needs to work on his overall game and stopping the run, but still get great value there, like in the mid-20s where Shane Ray fell. Quarterback, Aqib Talib and Chris Harris, both these guys had excellent seasons last year. Also Raheem Moore's gone. He was very good. Bradley Roby is going to be a good nickel corner for years to come. But I think Chris Harris, I believe he had like the highest percentage of passes not completed in the league last year, so we had to give him a just 90 overall. And Aqib Talib, he's a baller. You know what you're going to get with him. 4 interceptions last year. Sack! Got himself on the sack sheet. I really think, obviously he had some off-field issues earlier on in his career, but he is one of the better corners. So their secondary is looking very, very good. Free safety, like I said, they lost Raheem Moore, which is tough, but they got Darian Stewart, a veteran coming over from the Baltimore Ravens. Solid pickup there. That strong safety, TJ Ward, he's a baller. 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, almost 100 tackles last year. One of the biggest hard-hitting safeties in the league. Always pretty solid, and he's pretty stout in coverage as well. Kicker Connor Barth I think only missed 1 kick. He came in like middle into the year, but he was 15 or 16, so you got to give him an 88. And I think he had a long of 50. He has a big old leg on him, so solid pickup there to replace Matt Prater. Punter, Brenton Colquitt, 75 overall. So yeah, guys, those are your Denver Broncos ratings for Madden 16, projected anyways. So like I said, guys, this video hits 30 likes. I'll release a new video soonish, 50 likes, and a new video immediately. As always, let me know in the comment section below if you agree with these ratings. If something should change, let me know. Like I said, I want to make the best possible community rosters for you guys, especially the best community rosters on YouTube. As always, make sure you subscribe to Beast Mode TV, guys. Trying to gain my subscribers up right now. We're trying to bulk up the subscribers before Madden 16 officially does come out. We want to try to be at 10,000 by the time Madden 16 comes, so help us achieve that goal. Only good things are going to happen. Giveaways, all that shit. But until next time, guys, it's your boy C4 saying peace out.